I'm gonna botch the name for sure, but Nico Iamaleava, I think. I don't know. The Tennessee quarterback. What a dramatic weekend for him. He has shaken the college basketball, or Jesus, college football, college sports world with the news that he has been dismissed from Tennessee, departed from Tennessee over disputes on NIL earnings. So there's a lot of stories that are coming out even as we're recording this morning. We may not even have the up-to-date stuff with how much this is moving quickly, but basically the story here is that during the college football playoffs last year, Josh Pate reported this morning that Nico and his team, his agency, were trying to renegotiate for more money during Tennessee's college football playoff appearance. Remember, they lost to Ohio State. Nico was largely horrible in that game, and he almost didn't play in that game because he almost held out for a contract dispute. Nico clearly was one of the highest paid players in all of college football last year, and he's demanding more and more money. We can throw out alleged numbers here if we want to, but bottom line is this: he missed a couple team priority events, right? I believe it was wasn't it like a team meeting and a
Right.
practice?
Yeah, team meeting in spring practice, I think.
Team meeting in spring practice on Friday. He no shows in the middle of these contract negotiations. Josh Heupel said, "You're gone." Spun this back on Nico and their camp in a way I'm sure they did not see coming. For what it's worth, Heupel did meet with the media to speak on this, and he said, quote, "It's unfortunate. I want to thank Nico for everything he did here. Obviously, we're moving forward as a program. There's no one bigger than the power T, and that includes me." So, man, I'm excited to see what you make of this because there's a lot of people sitting back like, good on Heupel, good on Tennessee for doing this. But Tennessee's also now without a quarterback. And it's April, and college football season gets here closer than you think. So, what do you make of this entire situation?
Well, there's so many layers to this. And let me I found the pronunciations Iamaleava. Iamaleava. Okay. And Nico. Uh there's a lot of layers to this. Like obviously there's rumors, some truth to those rumors as well, that like his camp, his father, his camp agency, whatever you want to say, has like been shopping him around, getting a feel on what other schools would pay for him. Um Now this, Nico is a kid who had, massive following out of high school, right? So he has massive following. He was the number two quarterback in the class behind our guy, Arch Manning. So like that's kind of where he was in realms of like what he is as a quarterback and had the big social media following as well. So he's a player that, has the brand, I think, to earn a lot of money. And also like, if we're doing like a do I buy him as a good quarterback? I actually do. Like I thought he had some moments that were good and bad. He was also a true freshman quarterback last year. So
Not
I do
true.
think,
He's been there 2 years.
oh, my apology, redshirt freshman. Was his first year starting, correct though?
Yes.
Yeah, so first year starting quarterback, my apologies. And I thought he had like some good and some bad moments. I thought Tennessee as a team was really relying on run game and their defense. But I think there is something there with him as a player. And I think I'll speak to this is you said that good on Josh Heupel for doing this, which that's fair. That's very fair. Easy to say good on you when you take a stand right now. God forbid you lose games next year because you don't have a quarterback or God forbid Nico goes to another school and is really good and gets paid what he asked for, then people are going to be looking at you. But that's a risk you're willing to take because the power T is bigger than you and me.
We interrupt this sleepers video to talk directly to you, our loyal listener. Have you ever found yourself watching us two idiots thinking, hey, I wish there was a very easy, small way for me to show a token of my appreciation for all of their hard work on all these videos I love to watch? Well, now we have just the way to do that.
Thanks to the beautiful folks over at Underdog Fantasy. They are helping us out this month, presenting a lot of the content coming out this month, giving you a chance with a amazing offer that you can use using our promo code that Gregory will tell you more about.
Yeah, so college hoop season's over, but we got like big time golf tournaments. The NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball season's underway. There's still a bunch of sports on. There's still a bunch of ways to play with Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. As a new customer, you can get up to 1,000 bonus credits plus a free pick. It's one of the most fun ways to play. It's a great way to support us. And on some actual like non-ad read stuff, talking genuinely here, really helps us because if Underdog loves us, if we get a lot of people to sign up, they're going to help us continue to bring you the content that you love. Show your support. Join Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Sleepers. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a free pick. Heupel might be in a win-win situation here that he's created for himself, and the only place he might lose is if we do Tennessee recaps for football season this year. We might blast him for this,
Hmm.
but he set this up in a way where right now everyone's applauding him, like, good for Heupel. He did it. And now if Tennessee has a bad season, say they go 6-6 and their quarterback play stinks, Heupel gets to do what Sharon Moore did all year, which is like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a quarterback. And everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I mean he's right. Like Nico kind of forced his hand. Like he's kind of set himself up where like all he can do is overachieve. He doesn't have a quarterback. Now, if they pay somebody late and tamper somebody away, but I think that's the funniest part of this for me is like, okay, so we're in April 14th. The story is now, oh, Nico is such a bad guy, bad camp. We can't give into that. That's awful. Tennessee's next plan is to tamper and pay somebody away from somewhere else. Like I immediately after the Nico news dropped, it's like here's our list of targets, and it's like Luke Altmaier from Illinois, and like seven other dudes that are good starters at their school signed up to play next year. So like, who is the bad guy here? Is it Nico? Because Tennessee's about to try and Nico a different guy away. And look, you can complain about this being the state of the sport. It sucks. It does suck that this is the state of the sport. But until we get some like regulated contract based structure to this, this is going to happen. And you can argue whether it's better or worse. Should we go back to a model where college athletes, young men, can't make money for their services? I would argue that that's morally worse than whatever we're dealing with right now. So it sucks. I don't blame Heupel. I think Tennessee probably took the right approach here, but I just think there's a lot of irony in like, okay, we drew the line at Nico. Now what? And the what is we need to tamper and pay a different quarterback away from another school.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, though. I don't think it's about tampering and paying, because I don't think they have an issue paying anybody. I think it's that they don't want to be put in this position where you think you have the power to hold us, like basically hold us hostage.
Yeah. Which was crazy, like objectively crazy move by Nico and Nico's agency.
Is it crazy?
For sure crazy.
Do you think someone else is going to give him what he wants?
No,
No chance.
I don't think so. No.
Who's the Jerome Tang of college football?
Honestly, probably BYU football.
Who- oh,
I bet you
Hey,
there's
honestly,
money.
bring Nico to Provo.
BYU is on the list immediately, by the way, for Nico, supposedly. So I don't know. Or like Miami.
Yeah, it's interesting though because like he played hardball and he kind of lost, and now like he can't transfer to an SEC school. That's like against the rules. He won't be able to play if he transfers to an SEC school at this point. Um, Also Tennessee can't get an SEC quarterback, so like they're gonna have to find someone in the portal in this like portal spring window, whatever it is. But like crazy timing, crazy situation. But at the same time, like if Nico and his camp think they're worth that, what are you supposed to say to
Yeah,
him?
but this is a pretty good indication you're not worth that. Otherwise, your school would have paid that. And that's what I find funny about this. I actually disagree with you. I know you were gassing up Nico a little bit. I don't see it with him. Like, obviously, he's a good quarterback. He's not like a top five quarterback, and he's acting like he's the biggest, baddest quarterback in the sport.
Hmm,
He's a better prospect than he is player right now. He
right.
stunk in that Ohio State game. Was a disaster in that Ohio State game. And I can't really, it'd be one thing like you beat Ohio State, you go on a little run in the playoff. Yeah, bring it out. I'm worth it. Dog, you stunk and your season ended. And now you're trying to come here and make demands and be the highest paid player in football. I don't know. I still think Heupel, if they have the money and decided not to do this, it's an interesting decision. But I don't blame Heupel for getting pissed off and annoyed at the way this camp was going about this. Do you think we're going to see a lot more of this happen?
Yes, 100%.
We got to get some regulation in place then.
I kind of like no regulations.
You love the wild, wild west chaos.
Let's see how wild we can get.
Are you gonna love a world where Aiden Childs has like a good, not great season and then does this next year?
Yep.
Still gonna love it.
Yep. Gonna love it.
Bryce Underwood for sure gonna do that. Like if he's
100%.
if he's good, he's just gonna demand $15 million next
Yep.
year. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Jolin might pay it, honestly.